Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
I'm back.
Little Mano.
That was a little slow.
That was a little late.
It was a little late, but
Okay.
you
Mano
know
be
what,
hyping
Navy?
it up.
I know what it is. I know you're under a little pressure. It's all good.
Under pressure. We are talking about last night, and I was recording lip service, and relationship coach Chris GQ Perry was on the show, and we were discussing how long it takes to really get to know somebody because Gigi got engaged after 3 days. Listen to this. She's engaged. She got engaged after how long?
3 days.
It takes about a year and a half to get out of that infatuation stage, and then you start seeing somebody's true colors.
Ooh.
So we are not planning to like go get married tomorrow. We are planning to live this committed life until we, figure it out. But we did commit to each other relationship within like the first hour of that first night, date night. And then 3 days later, he's like, let's get married.
Living the dream, baby.
I just want to be with you, baby.
That's what we call living the dream.
For real, like.
All right, and so the question is, how long do you think it takes to get to really know somebody? Is it a year and a half, or can it happen
In 1
after
hour,
just
baby.
one day? What do you think, Mano?
1 hour. The energy is just energizing, and I just want to be your husband.
I feel like you think it can happen like that, and you've
Why would you say I think that?
Because I feel like at times it has happened for you
No,
until
that
you
is
get out
not
of La La Land.
That's lust. That's what he's telling us.
It's edibles.
And alcohol.
Now, for me, I feel like if you spend a lot of time with somebody, like say you're together all the time, for like 3 months, you can really get to know each other
right.
well.
Seriously, it takes time though. Like,
Yeah.
To really, you gotta really be around a person, a lot to really, see who they are, see their habits, because
You
got
got to meet their friends and family.
Yeah, you gotta see who they are, the core of them, not just the outer representation of them or what they want to show you.
My mom said the first time she heard my dad yell was the day of their wedding. It's like, oops.
Right. You
So-
might meet me and it's some things you might not like about me after a while, like, or vice versa.
You got to get into an argument, see what that's like, see how y'all deal with any type of
Contention.
issues and
Yeah.
contention. Yes. But what do you guys think? 800-292-5150. Aaliyah, what's up?
Hey, darling. So I don't believe that it takes long at all. I believe that if you know yourself and you're in tune with yourself, then you meet that person within the first day or the first 3 days, then it can be a connection,
Ooh.
a lifelong connection.
You think so? All right. But you think it's rare, though, because I think that has to be like.
I think it's rare because people don't know
serendipity.
themselves, and they just jump into relationships versus taking the time to know themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
when you're, like I said, when you know yourself and you're in tune with yourself, then you can attract that to you. It is rare because of that reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how long did it take
Yes,
you?
100%.
How long did it take you?
It didn't take me long, but the problem is that there's different stages of like a person's development, a person's getting to know themselves. So, like I said, wherever you're at, that's what you attract.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I feel her because she
So where
said-
you at right now? Are you in a successful relationship now?
I'm actually married, and I didn't even
Nice.
meet the person before I married him. I knew his family first. And so a friend of mine said, I want you to meet my brother. She loved my energy. Her mom and dad loved my energy. I met him, and then we were married right away.
Wow. Okay,
Nice.
so she's speaking from her
Right,
experience.
maybe I should try that. Maybe I
That's
should try to
dope.
meet somebody's family first.
My family would be like.
Pardon me?
My mom loves me.
No, I'm thinking about maybe trying to meet somebody's family first, and then maybe I should go about it.
Absolutely, that's a big.
That's a good
because
way.
when you marry the person, you're married to their family as well.
Right, okay.
So you really have
Nice.
to. I would say if you're looking for something serious, get to know the person and their family.
Nice.
Like go out like on a courting type situation.
Okay.
Go to
Got it.
their home. Just yeah.
Got
Although
it.
some
And
people
then
got
I
crazy
think that there can be a
families.
lot of success in that position.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you for calling.
All right, thank you.
A success
Peace.
story. We love
That's a
it.
success story right there. God bless her. Jesus loves her.
Hey, Edwin, how are you?
All right, how are you doing?
Good, thank you. How long you think it takes to get to know someone for real?
For real? Well, I'll tell you, I met my wife on a blind date from friends, through friends, and also through her friends, and we've been together for 20 years, and we have 4 kids together.
Okay, so it was a
wow.
blind date. How long did y'all date before you knew she was the one?
That first night,
That
we just hit it
first
off.
night.
It just,
First night,
Yeah,
you never
first
look
See,
back.
it can happen.
It can happen. You ever cheat on her though?
I'll tell you straight up, no. I'll tell you why. I used to be a dog, but I was never in love, and that's the difference. That
Okay.
I thought I was in love, so I cheated all the time. Like when you know you're in love, it's a different story. It's a different outlook. You don't look for that.
Okay.
But when you're not in love, you think you're in love. You're always dogging around and doing stuff. I've never cheated on my wife.
Okay,
Nice.
see?
I used to. On my ex-wife, I used to cheat on her all the time.
Oh,
She
so
never
you've been
knew,
married-
but that's not the point.
Right. So once you found real love, you never cheated. This is a success story right here.
You love it, right?
Hey, and the other thing that works is, it's not just a blank statement. It depends on the ages. Like I was older than her. I'm older than my wife by 7 years.
Okay.
So it's a lot harder for a woman because if you have a 21-year-old man, a 21-year-old woman, they can have babies. Their windows are limited.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always better to have an older man and have a younger woman. So you have experience in the man and knows how to treat a woman and has been through stuff, as opposed to a woman being through relationship after relationship, ready to settle down because her clock is ticking.
Yo,
So
I
she
think
thinks she's in love.
he should be a relationship guru.
Now
You how he
that's,
talking? He's
now that's
good.
very hard to say.
For
A
real.
man could be a lot older and still be immature, and you could be younger and be
That's
way more
true.
mature than an older man.
Correct. But it's not just about maturity. It's also experience.
Experience.
And you could also be very
Because then
old
you
and
have to have the correct
inexperienced.
experience.
You could be
You have to
very
have the
old
right
and
experience.
inexperienced too. I don't know about that. I think experience differs
You can't
depending.
argue with what his facts are, though.
His
That's
facts.
this is how he
Hey,
feels.
I'll tell you. Like, listen, I've been through a lot, and I was married. I had 2 kids when I met her. Those are downfalls already. Where a woman will turn around and run away. So I have to be worth it, right? And we became friends, and we just hit it off the first night, and ever
Nice.
since then.
Nice, brother. Man, thank you, bro.
Thank you
for,
for
No,
calling.
you're welcome.
Hey, Linda, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. What are your thoughts? How long does it take to get to really know somebody in a relationship?
I don't think you never will know anybody in a
Ooh.
relationship.
Never.
Preach.
Oh my
No.
gosh.
Good, sister.
No, because we're coming in a time of We're in a time of realness.
Realness.
And realness means people don't even know who they are. So how you gonna know somebody?
Woo, preach.
What do you? Okay, so what are you supposed to do then? Like, how do you decide to settle down? And
You gotta go. You gotta dive deep in, and you gotta really be in tune with God to know the spirit of another person.
okay,
Have you experienced something like that? Like what happened in your life?
Yeah, I was married to a pastor for 13 years,
Mm-hmm.
only to find out that he wanted men.
Oh,
Ooh.
man.
wow. There. How did you find out?
Good googly God. What?
He was watching men on the television and other texting, and God just finally told me, Linda, your marriage is over. He don't love you. He came home and said he was leaving. What I'm saying is, the main thing is to know yourself, because you attract who you are.
I don't know. That feels like a different type of scenario. Right. But I do hope you find your real happiness, though, after going through that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm not looking. It has to find me.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, you let us know when it does. Thank you.
God bless
Thank
you.
you for the time.
Okay.
What's up, Herbert? How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. What are your thoughts on how long it takes to get to really know someone to want to settle down?
At least 3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years. Wow, that is quite some time.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Well, not really, because you got to think about it, because you got the first stage, the getting to knowing each other, the dating, then especially if they got baggage coming from out of their old relationships, you got to take that into consideration too, because you want to see if they are really over that last person, the ways that they had in that last relationship. They don't bring that into your new relationship.
Okay, so you got to deal with that first.
Okay.
What about you? You
If
think
they got kids,
how long does it take to get to know you? You think that you're in a space now where you start dating somebody and you really are who you are presenting yourself as?
right now I'm married, so
Okay.
going in that relationship. we didn't know each other at first. We knew of each other. So growing with each other, both of us had baggage.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to get over that stage. And then you got to think about family. Family is a big cause of relationships, and marriage is not the worst.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you got to deal with
Got
that.
to deal with that, too. Yeah, that's a big deal.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Herbert, for sharing with us.
Thank you. And Angela agrees with you 100%.
What, 3 to 4 years?
Yeah, you agree with it.
No.
Okay. Thank you, Herbert.
Thank you, Herbert.